Hey folks, welcome back. Another episode of Wrenching for Wellness Wednesday chat. Sorry I didn't have anything last week, but a busy life. You know, life gets in the way. We're still making progress. I'm halfway through the application process for the Veterans Family Wellbeing grant or fund or whatever. So I'll be finishing that up tomorrow, hopefully, and get that submitted. There's another one in Nova Scotia that I'm going to submit for. And once I get some positive feedback from those applications, then I'm going to go for find a location, probably in Burnside, which seems to be a hub, so everybody can get to it easily. Anyways, here we go. So I got my buddy here with me. He's got his Jeep in the back, and he's got his faithful companion, Flower. Hey, Flower. Yeah, cute thing, you. Anyways, it's a 1949 Jeep done up to look like a Korean War replica Jeep. And tell us who you are.
Good morning. Hi. Thanks, Gus, for inviting me. Appreciate the opportunity to participate. My name is Rod Sterling. I'm a retired Army veteran. I did 43 years in the Army. Started out as a signalman and ended up as a signal officer.
Yep.
Deployed to lots of places. I did a stint in Alert. I spent a good 6 years in Germany. I was in Bosnia, the Sudan, Afghanistan, and Iraq, to name a few. Anyway, I've just always enjoyed driving Jeep as a young signalman. We're called the dispatch rider, and we drive Jeeps like that. But I joined in 1978, so I missed all the flat tops. So that was my interest in picking one up when I retired.
Right. That's freaking cool, man. I tell you. And we just had it down Bass River a couple weeks ago. It's very cool, very cool. So you developed an interest in this because of your trade, or because something else was in your background, or?
Well, growing up, we had a couple of Jeeps. You know, my dad had bought over the years, and I always loved those. And then when I get in the Army, of course, again, when you're just a young private, you do most of the driving places and stuff. So I got used to the Jeeps there, and we looked after them. And I wouldn't say I was a maintainer, but I was a knowledgeable driver or user. So you become kind of a junior maintainer because you're helping them do all the work on it.
Yeah.
And so I got an interest in that. And then when this opportunity came up, I couldn't pass it up.
Oh my goodness. How long have you had it?
I've had it 12 years now.
12, eh? That's very good. That's very good. So you said your dad wrenched, or your dad had Jeeps and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, he had them, and he worked on them a little bit, but in broad terms, he was just really handy. So whether it was fixing vehicles or building something or repairing something, I was just sort of in his shadow, and I just learned it through osmosis.
Right. That's very cool. Very cool. So do you do a lot of tinkering in this in the driveway? And
I do most of what I do is just sort of keep it running.
Right.
No idea how many kilometers are on it, or no idea how many owners have had it before. But if they didn't kill it, then I'm not going to kill it. What I really do is I just keep it running.
Yeah,
so if I need to replace something, I had a head gasket that had to go last year. Mostly it's the annual fluids, checking everything just so I get another summer's worth out of it. And then probably put 500 kilometers on it a year, which isn't a lot, but you still got to respect it and do the good things for it. And I want it to last. I've already promised it to my daughter, so she's expecting me to maintain it.
Damn lawnmowers. That tripod attracts lawnmowers. It does. So I had to take my sweater off. It was a little warm. Beautiful here in Halifax today. I think we got some rain coming. But anyways, the 49 Jeep. Where did you find it? Like, you just happened to see it?
Well, when I got out of the military, I was looking for an old Jeep.
Okay, you were looking.
I was looking, and there's lots available all over North America. But again, one that's close enough to be worthwhile to go get. Anyway, I found that in Inverness in Cape Breton.
Oh, right.
And I drove down there, and talked to the guy on the phone a few times. Rented a pickup truck and a trailer, drove down and picked it up there. Yeah. He had never licensed it in Canada. He brought it up from, I think, West Virginia, and he was just using it on his own back 40. And so it was a bit of a rigmarole to get it licensed. He had the first license. He had the license at first, then he could transfer it to me. And the beauty of, it's registered as an antique, and the beauty of that, they only inspect it once.
Right, for roadworthy. That's right.
once
That's
in its
right.
whole lifetime,
Yep,
unless you
yep,
change
yep,
provinces.
yep,
So it's quite simple.
yeah.
Anyway, it's great. I mean, there's nothing, I can't do anything wrong with it. The if somebody was to bump into it or scratch it, I just take a hammer and a paintbrush.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was it done up in this configuration?
It was
Was it,
exactly like that. So
Right on.
all I've really done is maintain it.
Maintained it.
You know,
yeah.
just keep the maintenance up so that it be trustworthy into the future.
Right on, right
Yeah.
on.
And I'm teaching my daughter to drive on it.
Good.
She's 15, and if she can drive that,
Yeah.
the test for her when she's got her learner's permit is we're going to go to the top of Duke Street on that hill,
Oh,
and she's going to have to not
stall
stall it. Because she'll roll back a bit,
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
so.
yeah,
So
yeah,
she every time we go by there, she goes, "Dad, I don't know."
yeah.
I say,
Heel and toe, heel and toe.
It's like, or you can do brake and gas,
Yeah,
one
yeah,
foot.
yeah, yeah,
It's some
yeah,
tricky business. Anyway, it's something for me to occupy some of my time. It's something for me to think about other than other things, and it's a happy place.
Good.
Working on it, driving
Good.
around it, take my dog out. Everybody's
Mhm.
loves to see the dog, and she's snoozing there now. No,
Yeah.
not quite, but it's a happy place.
So if I was to say, Atlantic Wrenching for Wellness Alliance is now a nonprofit organization looking for a location. What does that say to you? Do you think possibly that could help other people?
Oh, certainly. I mean, wrenching in whatever form that takes. I mean, having something to, I guess, distract your brain, and you're thinking about something else, and it's something to do with your hands, which is very, very important. And I find the issues that I have are diminished substantially because I'm not thinking about them.
Right on.
So
Right on.
it's very, very valuable.
Good, good, good.
Glad you
good.
started it, Gus.
Well, we're I'd say we're a quarter of the way there. We're trying. I didn't ever thought I'd be able to get through the rigmarole to have a nonprofit, but we did. So that's done. Just got to get through the application for some grant money. I think the government owes us to pay for it. I don't think we need to fundraise to do this on our own. I think there's coffers that are available for this kind of thing. The mental health word is everywhere, every day, and I don't like using that word much. I just like saying wellness, mental wellness, and I think this is a proper thing to do. So, would you bring the Jeep to the location?
Well, I was going to mention that. I said, whatever space you get, make sure it's big enough that the Jeep will fit in.
So,
None of these little motorcycle places.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
all,
yeah,
all
yeah,
good.
yeah.
All good.
We could start it with lawnmowers, but I just thought some of the hobby that we all have would be great.
Absolutely.
Can you believe that? Can you freaking believe? All right, so we had a little interlude there. We had some grass tending going on. It's pretty funny. I said earlier that this tripod attracts lawnmowers, and we've had 2 so far. So, anyways, well, that's great. So, the whole purpose of this is to try to encourage people that are not doing anything and getting them out of their houses and away from the TV, and maybe potentially getting them out and wrenching. Maybe because that's what they did in their trade or back in the day, and they don't have the opportunity to do it anymore. So if we have a workshop with tool bench and tools, and see, it's going to start up again. But what do you think?
I think you're right, and maybe if I may expand it a bit, even if you've always been interested in tools but you've never really used them, nothing better than come on in and somebody will help you figure it out. Because it's well, as with lots of things, it's not a solo sport. Do it.
Right. YouTube's your friend, and your buddies are your friend.
Yep.
And there's people that know stuff, and just to get it done. And my vision, it does in my head look like the auto club that we used to have in Windsor Park.
What a shame.
Not as big as that, but maybe some point we'll be able to bring in Jeeps and lawnmowers and come on in and work on it. But I just don't want a bunch of broken stuff laying around waiting for parts. Anyways, I just want to say thank you.
Thanks, Gus.
Thank you.
My favor. Thanks for asking me.
I appreciate it, and that's it, folks. So take a moment, contact a friend, a family, buddy. They need to hear from you. And if you want to do a little wrenching, I've got a garage. Rod's got a Jeep. Come wrench with us. All right, folks. Thanks a lot.